time
That's Jeremy?
Yeah.
No, it's not Jeremy. It's Billy.
it's not
I don't know
Jeremy.
why Billy would answer yes when you ask him, is that Jeremy?
Jeremy's day was just made.
This is Billy, the guy you were supposed to go to the Atlantis with off season, ride the slides, me, you, and Billy.
We were
remember?
gonna go to the zoo together, pet the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you went and you hurt your back, and we couldn't go on water slides. What was that about?
You can go on water slides.
Why can't you? I couldn't go on the water slides without you. You were going to show us how to do the Atlantis the right way. You told us you had family.
I was there. Where were you?
Why weren't you going on water slides with a hurt back?
I was already back. I was already cleared.
Right. Wait, but you went and didn't tell us. That's the problem. How are we supposed to know you're there? I mean,
I gave you guys a date of when I would be in the Bahamas.
I think he did.
He really seems to have turned this around on you. This happens all the time with Stugotz in general, where Stugotz will complain, I've got a bone to pick with you, and then the person will say, no, Stugotz, we made a date, and you failed to show up.
I wasn't picking a bone. It was Billy's bone. He was picking it.
Billy, but Billy's taken up some of your bad habits, where he bone picks with Jazz, and you didn't show up, he said.
Well, I mean, that's what he says, but I don't remember a date, and then he
I
has
know,
all these things.
I know I had 20 Major League Baseball players there.
Yeah.
I had 5 Hall of Famers there, and I had 10 ex-big leaguers
How
there.
could he have forgotten about you guys?
And you guys did not show up.
Jazz wins again. What kind of water slide guy are you? Are you head first on your belly? What is the preferred?
Head first on my back.
How do we feel about the real long ones?
Yeah, that's the way to go, Jazz.
How do you feel about the real big slides where you got to put your arms across your chest? How do you feel about those?
I love those, but they're not that fun. They just go straight down.
Yeah.
The best of the water slides, according to Jazz Chisholm, is
the twirly ones.
The big bowl. The big bowl,
the
right?
toilet bowls.
Yeah.
Like 5-year-old.
Yeah, the big bowl.
What about the ones, Jazz, that you're standing on and then the bottom just falls out underneath you?
Oh, no.
Why not?
Oh, no. I heard people drop out of those.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah. Me and you,
I mean,
you know
like,
what?
I've heard someone miss the slide.
Wait, what are you talking about? And fall to their death?
That was Action Park. I mean,
it's an epidemic.
I have not heard of such a thing.
Man, I've heard of it. Okay. That's why I'm not going to do it.
All right, fair enough. Jazz Chisholm is with us on behalf of MLB The Show 23. He's on the cover this year. The call that came and told you that, what level of shock was there for you to receive that phone call?
I think I didn't pick it up I didn't pick it up the first time he said it. So I was like, oh, cool. And then he's like, bro, did you not hear what I said?
Like when he called me Jeremy.
Right.
Why is it that you didn't have a more excited reaction to that?
No, I got my exciting reaction, but when he first said it, the call went, hey, what's up, kid? How much do you love me? So I was like, bro, you know I love you, bro. You're like a father figure to me. This is my agent because we've been together since I was 16. And I'm like, you're like a father figure to me. What you talking about? You need something, anything? I got you. And he was like, nah, you're on the cover of the show though. Don't you love me? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I love you. And he's like, bro, did you not hear what I just said? And I was like, no, what did you say? You know what I mean? You just skip over some things.
You thought he was asking you about love, and you were paying attention to that part of it, and you just sort of missed what the news was.
Right. So I was like, what'd you say? And he was like, you're on the cover of the show, dog. And I was like, wait, you mean the game? And he was like, yeah, you're the cover athlete for MLB The Show. And I completely flipped it.
Tell me what that looks like. What does flipping it look like? Where are you? To paint the scene for us, who are you? Who's the first person you're calling?
Oh, the funny part is I was outside chilling with my puppies. We were just playing, and I was holding my smallest dog, King. He's like a mini Australian Shepherd. I threw him in the pool.
It sounds like you threw him straight up in the pool. The way that you just did the hand gestures suggests that you took your dog and were so excited that just you heaved him up in the air into the pool in your enthusiasm.
Yes.
Did he survive? Or?
My dog loves the pool.
Right.
He goes to the pool by himself, so I have to go outside with him. So when I threw him in the pool, he was relieved that he got in the pool. I was more relieved than him, but you know, like it was just more like excitement. Like I just jumped up and like I threw him up, and I was close to the pool. So it was either me, him, and my phone in the pool, or just him.
How do you talk to your dog? Do you do like the baby talk?
Yeah.
You do.
What? Let's hear. Let's
Bring
hear.
King
let,
over, yeah,
Let's hear.
bring King
Let bring him
over.
over. Let's hear that. Let's hear what that's.
I think he's in the crate right now, so he doesn't come and jump over here.
That's fine. But what would it sound like if he weren't in the crate?
Someone was a bad boy.
I call him Kingsley.
Of course.
I don't know.
Right.
You don't want to do it. You're too cool. You don't want to show up. You don't want us to hear.
No, I call him Kingsley. Like, hey, Kingsley, come here, boy.
Did he do something to end up in the crate, or is he just generally undisciplined?
No, he's just like very exciting. Like he loves to like have fun and jump no matter what. So like, I'm sure he would come over here and like just jump up in my lap, and like we can't have that right now.
Have you ever tried when he does something that you don't like going, bae?
To discipline him, bae. Just confuse him with a sound that's weird and haunting, but not
I've
mean.
never done that. I'd just be like, no. And he just like, he crawls down and then he goes into like this pose where he like gets on his back and starts like kicking his leg up.
Jazz, if you're walking the dog and the dog poops, but you don't have a poopy bag, do you go home, get a poopy bag, and go back to the scene of the crime? What do you do? How do you handle
I'm
that?
too lazy for that. Not gonna lie.
Just leave it there.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to go back.
Same here.
That's not great. That's very.
Sorry. That's why my dog uses the bathroom at home.
Is there
I'm
Is there anyone around you presently that can let Kingsley out of the crate so that we can meet him, since we're already here and we see his? You could put him back in the crate for future interviews, but for this one, it wouldn't be a terrible idea for us to meet Kingsley if that's possible.
Okay, I'll bring him out.
All right.
Okay.
We'll just wait. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jazz.
Go ahead,
We'll
we'll sit
we'll
here.
fill
No,
the
I'm not
time.
leaving.
Oh,
They're
okay,
gonna get
cool.
him.
Yeah.
You know what we've
He's
got?
got someone to get his dog
Yes,
for him.
we've got a call. We've got a
They
call.
also pick up the poop when he just leaves it on someone's lawn.
No, nobody picks that up. Evidently, we
I have another big dog too, but
What's the big dog's name? Joe.
Joe
his name is
Rose.
Perry. He's like Perry the platypus. Come here, King.
Joe Rose.
Here we go. Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
let's see that go.
that's a good boy.
That's a good boy.
That's a
good boy.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, look at
Bae.
We forgot to ask Dusty May at the end of that interview where his family selected him. Please call Dusty May back and ask him where his family selected him to go out in the tournament. Jazz, I wanted to ask you about the position shift because you're an affable sort. You want to be a team player. You are doing what it is that the team wants you to do, but that seems like a very difficult position switch, and you were an exceptional second baseman. So did you have any hesitancy about this? Because they say you're on board with the move, but I'm not sure I'd be on board with that move.
I mean, you're always going to be hesitant when you're learning a new place to play. But at the same time, like at the time, we didn't have a center fielder. Like we did have a center fielder in De La Cruz, but we didn't have any infielders, and we had too many infielders. So like I was just like, I wanted to see how we were gonna do this. So I'm down with the move. You know, you just play it a couple. Like I said, I played it in spring training at the hardest field that you can play center field at, where you can't even see the ball until it's up in the air. Like it's okay with me now that I've made my errors in spring. I'm chilling.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Are the errors out of the way? Because between us, a little bit of an adventure in spring training out in center field.
Yeah, I mean, I did make like 3 errors in spring.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think you got to first step back, Jazz. You know, the ball goes up, first step back, and then you can run forward.
Oh,
you
he's
go
teaching.
forward, then it goes over your head, you know? I
Teaching
played
him how to
t-ball.
play
God bless baseball.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Do you want to have him come out and maybe he's like first step back? You know, he's getting to the nuts and bolts of outfield work.
Oh yeah, bro. You could come and teach me. I don't mind.
Yep.
Right after
Shag
the
some
slide.
fly balls.
Ooh.
Like that.
Yeah.
Good question, guys. When you
We're teaching.
think of the mistakes made in spring training, are you embarrassed by any of them, or it's like this is going to have some great difficulties here for a little while, and they're going to be? I'm learning, and learning involves some failure.
I mean, I'm definitely not embarrassed about it at all. You know what I mean? Like it's me learning a new position. If you're embarrassed about making a few mistakes in a new position, then you're not tough enough to even move from where you've been from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I played shortstop all my career until I got to the big leagues, played my first inning at second base in my career, in my life, at second base in the big leagues, had to learn second base. I made how many errors in my first year? Like 11 or 12 at second base, learning a new position that's faster than center field. And then I went the next year and made 2 errors. I feel like that speaks for itself of just learning, you know what I mean? Like dealing with failure. You're going to fail the first time you try something. Just keep on trying. Because if you don't try, that's when you're going to keep on failing.
Which is more fun? It might be a hard time to ask you that question because you're still in the learning phase. And I don't know if you feel like you mastered second base, but certainly you were a very good second baseman. So which position is just more fun to play baseball at?
I feel like shortstop is the most fun. Shortstop and second base is the most fun for sure. Second base might be the most fun, just to turn double plays, actually, to just be as quick as you can and just turn it and just watch people be like, damn, he turned that shit so fast. Like, that's the best part about second base. Like when you turn a double play and they be like, damn, you actually turned that? Yeah, I did. Like when you see someone slide and you turn something and they be like, damn, you turned that for real?
Jazz, do you like the new rules to speed up the game? I feel like it's too fast. We need to slow down a little bit. You know, it's baseball.
Ready?
You just said you need to slow down?
Yeah, you know, I like the no clock, you know.
Yeah. He likes to get bored with stuff
What's the
faster than
rush?
other people.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm so excited, bro. Like, you know how many times, like, after a game, you're so hungry and you want to go get dinner and everywhere's closed?
Yeah.
Like, that's really it. That's really, I feel like, why everybody was complaining. Because they wouldn't get food after games.
Because
like,
the restaurants were closed?
You think that's why they were complaining about baseball? Because they were
So
getting
great.
out too late and that the restaurants were closed?
That's what I think.
If you could start games at any time, what time's the perfect time to start a baseball game?
Ooh, 5 o'clock.
Boy, he had an answer for that question as if he'd been thinking about it all his life.
Wait, Jazz,
5 o'clock.
what is your go-to restaurant after a game if it finishes early enough for you?
If it finishes at 5 o'clock and I'm in Miami, I'm probably going to Dukanoo. It's a Jamaican restaurant in Brickell.
You can eat whatever you want, right? You don't have to watch anything about your diet, given how.
I mean, I eat McDonald's too a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, what's the go-to
mostly
order?
just the fries though. That's it.
What's
Like,
the-
I'll order
what's-
like 2 large fries.
What's your go-to order? If you're really just
Two large
going
fries.
ham.
Two large fries.
So you'll
Two
go
large
through a
fries.
drive-through and it won't even be a drink. It'll just be 2 large fries.
2 large fries and a water.
Mm.
And you just eat it right out of the bag in the car. Don't even wait to get
Sweet
home,
and
right?
sour sauce. I'm gonna need like 4 sweet and sour sauces in the bag. And I'm gonna need both my fries made to order.
I love it.
Extra salt.
They sit around
salt.
forever, Jazz. You're right. They can sit around forever in those places, you know?
What? I'm talking about, I'm in the drive-thru. Everybody thinking I'm waiting on a big bag, and I'm talking about 2 fries. Thank you.
but you insist. You're yelling into the intercom. You're saying, "I want these made fresh. I don't want
But
to.
I get to the cashier and I'm saying, "Did you have that for made to order?"
Jazz, you're not waiting for a table, though, in Miami at all anymore, right? You walk in and they know what's up.
Not no more. Like, I don't wait for a table no more.
Have you ever had to drop the name? Like, Jazz Chisholm.
Last year, I think that was like, 2021. At the end of 2021 was the last time I really had to I played for the Marlins. Like, that was the last time. But then, like, the start of 2022, like after the first month of 2022 season, like, I went to a restaurant after one of the games got done like at 9:30 and the restaurant was closing at like 10:30, 11. And the security and like, he was like, it was me and like my sister and her friends, right? And all of them were wearing Jazz Chisholm jerseys. But the restaurant, they don't allow you to wear jerseys in the restaurant or hats. But we just came from a baseball game, and I'm always wearing a hat. They're wearing jerseys and hats, and I'm wearing a hat. The security is not letting us in. I said, hey, do you have a manager here or something? And he was like, yeah, I'll call my manager. So the manager comes to the front, immediately sees it's me, and he's like, bro, what are you doing? Let him in. And yeah, got a free table, free food.
I feel like now you can just walk around with MLB The Show and just hand out the show to anyone that gives you a hard time with anything. There you go.
I was
Just
saying,
have
yeah.
one ready
Yes.
all the time to give to people just in
You have
case.
to.
Like you have a box like in the trunk of your car, you get pulled over for speeding. We're like, just a second, officer, and you go and you hand them like 2 copies.
Yes, I'll be like, here you go, officer, you need more?
Oh my God, look at that. How many do you have around
How
you?
many do you have? Like, what is the
I
number?
probably have like 100.
Last question here before we let you get out. And again, he's on the cover of MLB The Show 23. The history, I've not asked you this, the history of the name Jazz. Can you go through for us the history of that? What is, where does that come from?
My name or the real name, Jazz?
Your name. I'm not interested in the evolution of the music, Jazz. Your name.
Well, the music Jazz wasn't even the first Jazz.
Let's hear more.
What was? Please tell us the history.
Go
I
on.
don't know the history.
The history of Jazz came from a pitcher in like 1915 calling his pitch a jazz curve. And that's where Jazz started.
Is that right?
Amazing.
Are you sure about that? I feel like Jazz might have started before that.
Mm-mm.
You're questioning Jazz on Jazz? I mean, that's what you're doing?
I'm
Really?
questioning Jazz.
It's crazy that you're questioning me about my own name.
Right.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
But I meant the history of how you ended up with that name.
I mean, I don't even know how I ended up with this name, man. They gave me a name and I stuck with it.
Thank you, sir. Good talking to you, Jazz. Good luck this season, buddy.
All right, thank you.